What is up, YouTube? It is day 234, everybody. It's about 1 p.m. right now. It is Saturday. We're actually going to be getting ready to go for a little bit of toy hunting. So I told y'all that we sold some of our stuff on Mercari, so we got a little bit of extra spending money. I don't really want to spend too much, because I'm really wanting to save the majority for like the hot toys and stuff that I want to get like that. But if I find anything, of course, we'll go ahead and get it. But I did reorganize my room again last night, so I'm going to go ahead and show y'all. And all I'm going to say is, it is a crazy change. So this right here is the change I'm wanting to show y'all. First, let's go ahead and see. Y'all see Luke right there we got yesterday. Very, very nice. So I don't have my hot toy boxes over here anymore. I'll find something to go on that wall to fill in the space. But if you see over here, I got my Lego. This is all of my Lego Star Wars stuff now. It's all throughout here besides like a couple stuff on the top. But I decided to dedicate this whole shelf to hot toy boxes, like helmet boxes, just basically just boxes, you know what I mean? Because the boxes are worth a lot of money. Like, I guarantee you I could sell that box even without the figure. The figure was like $300. I could sell the box for at least $100 to $150. The box is really what makes things worth a lot. But I have a couple extra boxes from like helmets that I bought. I kind of regret getting rid of like the Star Wars helmets that I bought, the helmets for that, but it'll be all right. I still got to sell some of those Funkos. And you might be saying, Lincoln, where'd all the Legos go? So I told y'all that we reorganized some over here. I kept all my favorite sets, but I got rid of mainly one, like the display sets, the sets that you can't put figures in. And then also I got rid of the like the helmet sets, because I have a lot of helmets over there. So in the dresser, here we go. We have a crap ton of Lego Star Wars. I even got some Lego Ninjago stuff there. We just got a crap ton of Legos to sell. Right there, like I said, there's all the helmets. It's crazy. This right here is about $500 worth of stuff just in this shelf. So hopefully I'll get at least minimum 500, maximum close to like maybe 800 for everything. But I've told y'all before, man, I'm selling a lot of stuff, but I still just have a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So that's a blessing right there. Like I said, we'll figure out like a poster or something to go over there. But I also have a lot more space now whenever I want to play video games. There's the cat. I can have my whole arm here whenever I'm using my mouse. I could have this laptop, but I'll get something there. But helmets look good there. Hot toys there. I told y'all that's the main reason why I've been selling a lot of my stuff, is to get the hot toys, Like, I'd rather put $200 or $300 into one hot toy than to put $200 or $300 into like 5 or 10 Lego sets. But I still have a crap ton of Legos, if y'all can see. These are some of the more crowded shelves, a whole bunch of figures there. Couple a little bit there. Of course, I will never get rid of these armies, at least for now. A little bit of stuff here, man, but I feel like it looks very, very good. I added a new custom episode 1 The Phantom Menace display for some figures there, but I'm honestly very happy with how the shelves came out, because I was clearing it out like late last night, like 1 or 2 in the morning late, and I was like, what am I gonna put over here? But I just went ahead and I was just like, let's just see what we could find. So took a couple of the boxes out of the closet, took all the hot toy boxes from over there, and of course if I get more hot toy boxes, I'll just reorganize, make all that stuff work. But very happy how this came out. But we're gonna get heading down the road. Like I said, we're gonna do a little bit of like toy hunting, doing some looking around. I'm probably not gonna be buying anything unless it's like a hot toy, or if we see like any like kind of like the movie props, like the helmets, because I have a couple slots over here I'm willing to get rid of for my helmets. Marvel is pretty much good. I have 5. Star Wars, them 3 are good. Them 2 I'm willing to get rid of. I kind of want to keep that one. That's not a helmet, that's just a mask. But it's good for display, but we might be replacing that Darth Vader popcorn bucket. Well, I also have to find a place to put that. It's sad, man, because like I said, I got all this stuff still, like all this stuff I'm selling, but every time I get something new, I still have to reorganize. It's a blessing and a curse. But yeah, guys, let's get headed down the road. First stop of the day, we actually had to get some gas, if y'all can see, right there. So we're gonna pump up gas, and then we'll get headed down the road. All right, guys, the first stop of the day is at Dallas Market. So there's a whole bunch of people here, if y'all can see, but we're just gonna be looking today, so let's see what we got. We're looking at this first little booth right here. I don't think I'm gonna get anything from here, but they do have this cool little thing toy right here. You move his hips around and his torso moves, if you kind of see. It's pretty neat. But yeah, we're gonna do some looking, and I'll let y'all know what we find. We decided to come and look at some of the sports stuff. They got a lot of stuff like 70% off here. So for example, like you could get this jersey right here. Let me find the tag. It's $109 on the tag, but it'd be like $30 or $40. That's pretty neat. They got some more. over here, like jerseys and stuff. Y'all know I'm a big basketball fan, but they got a little bit, you know. Basketball's really the only sport that I've ever really liked that much, but we're gonna do some looking, man, and see if we get anything. All right, guys, the first stop is gonna be GameStop up there, so let's see what we can find. They don't really have too much we're looking for today, so I'm mainly looking for like the Star Wars helmets, the Marvel helmets, all that stuff, but they just got a little bit of figures. But we'll keep doing some looking, see what we got. We are now at Target, and we looked at some of the Marvel stuff, but they have 2 new Marvel Legends series, Silver Surfer, Human Torch. Very, very cool. She's got like a surfboard and like a stand. He comes with like flaming stuff. But I am not getting these. Reason being is, y'all remember I sold all of mine like a couple months ago, and I already got the Fantastic Four Lego set, but these are cool right here. They actually changed the display at the Target that I'm at. They have a crap ton of Lego Star Wars. Look at how big, this is just how big the whole Lego Star Wars section is. This definitely, it takes up like half of the whole dang aisle, but they got some pretty decent stuff here. You know, I just told y'all this morning that I sold a lot of my extra sets, so there's not really too much more new ones that I want. They do have the $300 Jango Fett ship, which is crazy, but we might be heading out here soon. We are now at Best Buy, everyone. I'm looking at just some random stuff. They do not have any of the Star Wars Black Series or Marvel Legends Series helmets. They have little QR codes. I scanned this one. This one is a Boba Fett helmet. I really, really want, but I'm gonna ask if they got it in stock in the back, but I kind of doubt it. But we might just go to one more store, then we're gonna head to Buffalo Wild Wings after here. They do have a pretty big updated Lego section over here, but we're gonna pass on the Legos for today. I told y'all we're mainly saving our money for bigger stuff, more expensive. They even got a little bit over here, but I will see if they got any more helmets in stock, but if they don't, it'll be all right. We'll just go to our last store after this. Last stop of the day, at least for the toy hunting portion, is the Killer Fine store. We have not bought anything today, so we're just gonna check out, see what they got in here. If y'all remember last time, we got the Dr. Doom helmet in here, so they might have something new. But I think after here, we're gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings and get us some pretty good food. They got a pretty decent hot toy section here, just not really any ones that I want too much. They also have some helmets over here, like this Star Wars one, but I don't really want this one. I'm looking for I think I showed y'all the one I'm looking for, but we just gonna have to see about that. I'll let y'all know if we find anything, but we might have a day where we don't buy anything. That's kind of rare for me. We are back home now, everyone. Man, it's crazy to see all those boxes and stuff over there, but we did not get anything today. So I actually decided to go ahead and put the rest of my Funko Pops that I have over here. If y'all remember at first, I had my Marvel Funko Pops over here like months ago whenever I was collecting like a lot of Funkos. So I took all the ones that I had from over here in the glass display case. We could move them back, I don't know. But I put them all over here. I feel like this looks pretty good. I told y'all I'm gonna figure out something to put here. It just kind of looked empty, but that's not too bad. Let me move the chair out of the way. Not too bad there. This is every single Funko Pop that I own right here, or at least the ones that are pretty rare. Like I have a lot of rare ones here. Like this Anakin, this is like a $50 Funko Pop right there. Let's see, this Tony Stark, he's like a $40 one. I got a lot of expensive ones, you know. But our glass display case still looking pretty good. It honestly looks good having the posters behind here as the background, because at first the posters were just kind of covered up from all the Funkos, but that looks good there. Got my Spider-Man No Way Home poster at the top, all that good stuff there. So I'm probably just gonna play some video games. I'll let y'all know if we go play basketball or something like that, but I don't really know. I'm still a little bit sick, and I don't have any score to do today, so praise God for that. But yeah, guys, let's we're happy with the Funkos there, and then I'm happy with this little section right here also. it is going to be the end of today's video, everyone. We had a pretty good day. You know, I told y'all we went shopping, went to look at some collectibles. We didn't get nothing today, which that's all right. So I did just order 2 new things, though. So I told y'all I've been selling a lot of stuff. Obviously, I've been showing y'all we've been selling a lot, buying a lot of new stuff, you know. So I used most of my Mercari store credit. I still have a little bit stuff coming through, but I bought 2 new Hot Toys. So if you could see over here on the shelf, we have 2 Hot Toys on each shelf. You can kind of see them. We have 2 open slots at the bottom, and then if we get some more in the future, we'll put some at the top. But I got 2 more for the bottom shelf. I got Thor, and then I got a Deadpool, which is pretty cool. The Deadpool was $350, and then the Thor was $210. So we spent a lot of money right there. But hey, I still got money coming through, man. I still got a lot of stuff posted. I showed y'all we got a lot of Lego sets that we're planning to sell, and that really does look good, man. I honestly didn't know what I was going to think about putting them whole 2 shelves, just the boxes and stuff like that, but it really does look good, you know what I mean? But yeah, guys, I'm very excited about getting the Deadpool and then the Thor Hot Toy coming in, you know. I told y'all I was looking at the Obi-Wan and the Anakin, but I didn't really know if I really wanted to do that, because those were like $900 to $1,000 just to get those 2, which I spent roughly about $500 to $600 on just them 2. That's still a lot of money, but yeah, guys, I'll be heading out for the night. I will see y'all later. Peace.